Contact is now. 5D is here. By James Gilliland. May 6, 2013. Posted on May 6, 2013 by Gene. Many were waiting for the grand shift December 21, 2012. There was a shift, yet it was James_Gilliland one, the beginning not the ending. The dramatic things people were expecting on the day did not happen, nor were they meant to. There was upsetting of the energy for the days to come, and the sensitives and adepts were the only ones who really felt and understood what happened. This gave way to the naysayers, yet as we all know, the big events happen soon after the skeptics have their say. We are now in those changes. One gamma ray burst after another, along with other rays within the electromagnetic spectrum, are bombarding us. The magnetic poles are shifting, weakening, opening up the earth to more consciousness, light, and energy. There is a great transformation happening. The wheat is being separated from the chaff, and how that translates to today's society is those who align with the wounded egos are being separated from those who align with the soul and spirit. Those operating outside of universal law are receiving the hard lessons. Their deeds are surfacing, being exposed, and the reactions to their actions are being accelerated. The alignment with the galactic plane, the end of the 25,000-year cycle, is the main player in this unfoldment. The ego, wounded and manipulated by social consciousness and the Archon network, can no longer operate within the new incoming frequencies. We are being given a choice, yet each path leads in a different direction. The path to ascension, aligning with our soul and spirit, fulfilling our contracts we made before we incarnated, moving with Earth in her evolutionary process, moving to the next level, living in peace and harmony with each other and nature is the wise choice. The path to dissension, the downward spiral driven by a wounded ego and the programming of the matrix, leads to social, economic, and environmental collapse. This is where the hard lessons reside. You cannot resurrect the past due to choices made by a wounded ego, the programming of the matrix influenced by the Archon network. This will cause you the greatest pain and insecurity. That world is the chaff, and it is coming to a close. Lines are being drawn, polarities are being amplified, and those who refuse to align with soul and spirit are of no use to soul and spirit. Their world will be one of disarray, hardship, and their bodies will fail. There are symptoms of this process. Your bodies will begin to talk with you. Some will scream at you as they try to adjust to the new energies. Pains and diseases will come and go rapidly. There will be times of dizziness, spacing out, jumping between worlds, then asking, where am I and why have I been feeling out of sorts? This is often from slipping in and out of dimensions. The veils between worlds are very thin, and those on the path to ascension are moving back and forth. You will see lights, wavy energies, and flashes in your peripheral vision. Many will feel they just don't belong anymore in jobs, relationships, even geographical areas. Some will gravitate toward higher expressions, some will fall back into the old ways. You can't drag your loved ones with you in this process. All you can do is hold the light, the consciousness, allow others their path even if you know the outcome. They may need the hard lessons, and that is the way their soul set it up. Many actually believe they can choose the wounded and programmed ego drive and get away with it. They believe in ignorance they can choose against the path of soul and spirit, even act against universal law. Newsflash: your soul and spirit have a different program for you, and it will be as hard as you make it. We are in those times all the prophets, saints and sages have warned us about. It is undeniable, yet beyond even my own imagination, there are still those who are denying it. Their soul and spirit along with the source itself have a different plan, and the old world of gaining love, acceptance and approval outside of self or from social consciousness is also coming to an end. Exacting self-worth through outer appearances and material acquisition is no longer applicable. Why? Because this society is so dysfunctional and wounded it has nothing more to offer. The ugliest and most painful trick you can play on yourself is aligning with it. Where is the security in aligning with a sick, corrupt, unconscious world imploding in on itself? The only real security is aligning with soul and spirit, stepping out of the old world, and creating the new world driven by soul and spirit from within. Leave the dysfunction of the past behind you. Let go of the old ways that no longer serve you, humanity, or the earth. Let go of the false security created by the insecurities within and make your own personal God/Spirit/Creator connection. Let it decide your future. Anything else will take you to the same fate as the chaff. You are not alone in this process. The beautiful many saints, sages, and masters as well as benevolent off-worlders, the gods of old, are all part of this process. Not the jealous wrathful images and regenerate ETS, the greater family of man. This is a grand, unstoppable event. We can flow with it without resistance, or we can brace against it with resistance. The second path goes into the resistance is futile category. Try stopping a tsunami or warring on consciousness, light, and energy far beyond your imagination. They will both end with the same result. Time to release the past, be kind to yourself and others, and get with the program. Align with soul and spirit, become the wheat because harvest day is fast approaching. For some it is just around the corner. Be well and choose wisely. James Gilliland,